welcome back. How you doing?
Good.
Is the feed up? Did it work? No? It didn't? Yeah, my face cam is still not working. I don't know why. I've got to try to figure it out. But it's not working. It only shows up my nose. So it's like zoomed in really far. You don't want to see up my nose. So we're turning off the face cam for a while. Sorry. I know you really like it. So we are now at the point where we can begin the actual stuff that is geometry. All of the rest of the stuff that we've done up until now has been set up, has been practiced to get you ready for what we're about to do. We're going to start off with our first concept, and that is undefined terms. These are the basic building blocks of any geometry. There's more than one kind out there. We're going to be focusing on one. It's called Euclidean geometry. Can you say that word? Euclidean. 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 Give it a try. Euclidean. I'm looking right at you, mamas. Euclidean. Give it a try. Yes. Give it a try. Go. Euclidean. Once for me. Once for me. Euclidean. Once. Just once. Just once. Come on. It's okay if it sounds silly. Once. Euclidean. Okay. Later. I'll say it with you later. We'll say it together. Okay. Okay. That's the one we're going to focus on. But I'm going to introduce you to the geometry of a beach ball. It's also the geometry of the earth. And this really weird geometry that you've probably seen everywhere, but is really weird. Okay? It is kind of crazy geometry. Now, the thing to know about the undefined terms is that undefined terms, these guys, they don't have definition. Have no definition. We use definitions as like a checklist of, you know, if we want to know if this thing is a fish, if we can define it, we go, does it have gills? Yes. Does it have scales? Yes. Does it live in water? Yes. Okay, it's a fish. These undefined terms don't have that. The best that we can do is give them a description. I can't tell you what they are. I can just tell you what they're like. So that's the first big major concept for you guys right now, is that we've got some words that I can't tell you what they are. I can only tell you what they're like. Okay? Let's go with our first undefined term for the day. Well, for the course. We only have 3 of them. The first one is point. It's an undefined term. I can't tell you what a point is, but I can tell you what it's like. And here's what it's like. A point has no size. So I want you to think about the smallest dot that you can think of.
Can I see the first one?
An atom.
Okay? Now go smaller than that. Okay, now go smaller than that. Now smaller than that. And keep going smaller and smaller and smaller until you can no longer see it or think of it. That, where it goes to the point where it feels like it disappears completely, that's the geometric point. Okay? That's the geometric point. It has no size, but what it does have is a location. This is as if I pointed at someone and said, hey, you!
Yes.
And your location, that's a point. He has now become a geometric point. It's just the location.
I'm geometry.
So far, so good? You feeling okay with this one? All right. Let's talk about how we name. How we name points. Because we're going to be drawing them. And we're going to be drawing a lot of them. And we need to be able to say which one of all of these points and dots on our paper is a specific point, okay? What you're going to use is you're going to use a single uppercase print letter. And it's very important that you make sure that it is uppercase and that is print. You have now hit the point in your math where you need to be able to be clear between print and cursive. So show of groans, where the louder you groan, the more uncomfortable you are. Groan if you are not comfortable writing in cursive. Okay. That's what I thought. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you some really quick ways to earn a bunch of hundreds for me in this class. I'm going to pull for you guys some of those practice writing worksheets. You remember those from like kindergarten, first grade, when you're first learning to write your letters? But these are the cursive ones, okay? And so you're going to practice your cursive on these little worksheets. Every one that you practice and turn into me will be an easy 100 for you guys, because I want you to be able to make a difference between print letters and cursive letters, okay? All right, let's find the representation. This is the picture we use to show that we're talking about a point. And I want you to pull out these three little guys. You should have these three. Thank you. Turn it off real quick. Just turn the ringer off. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we have these three. Which of these three could be the point? The one in the middle? How do you know? Because it's just got a dot. And look at the letter. It's just one single uppercase. That is our point. So paste it down right next to representation. Okay. You may have to separate it from its buddies.
Is that an X or?
Solo.
Is it?
No, it's the A.
I don't have that one.
Yes, you do. It's in there on the table. You see it right there? Yeah, right in there. Yeah, right in there. It's the dot with the A. It's inside the... Oh, I cut it already. Yeah, we're not going to use that part. It's the bottom. That one. You see it? When you are asked to write the name of a point, this is what you will write. Just the letter, capital and in print. But if you were asked to say the name, this is what you will say. Point. And then whatever letter you've named it. If you don't put the word point in front of it, you're not telling me the name of a point. You're just giving me a letter. Okay? You have to tell me that you're talking about a point. Okay? All right. Pull out this crazy picture for me. Name a point. Don't glue it. Do not glue it. Point D. What? Point E. Point J. Point L. Is there a Z on here? No. Point X. All right. She said point X. I want you to look very closely at the X. Is there a dot next to it?
No.
Then it's not referring to a point. And it's really easy to get confused, okay? If there's no... I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yeah, you can get rid of that X. But we're looking at this one. We're looking at this X in this picture. There is no point next to it. So what I want you to do is I want you to make it look a little cursive-y, okay? Turn this one a little curly, and then this one straight. Now it's kind of a cursive-y X. Yeah, very fancy X. Very fancy. Okay? We're going to talk about that in just a few moments. All right. Everyone feeling okay with the point?
Yep.
All right, let's go on to the second word. I want to try to get through all three today, and we're short on time, so I would really greatly appreciate it. You guys stay super focused like you always do. All right, the next one is line. Again, undefined term, so I can't tell you what a line is, but I can tell you what it's like. A line has no thickness. We're also going to call thickness depth, so we'll refer to it in both ways. It also has no width. The line does, however, have a length. So we can talk about how long this line is, the distance between points on a line, but there's no way for us to talk about how wide this line is. Look at the blue lines on your notebook paper. It's a line, right?
Yep.
Now imagine it thinner. Thinner. Way thinner. So thin it has no more width. It's still a line. That is the geometric line. No thickness, just a length. Okay? All right. Let's talk about how to name these geometric lines. There's two ways for you to name our geometric line. You can pick whichever one you like, whenever you like, okay? They work, both of them. I'm very happy for you to use either one. The first method, thank you. The first method is take any 2 points that are on the line.
Miss,
Yep.
where are we supposed to do the big one?
No, don't glue the big one yet.
Oh, I glued it.
Okay, pull it up. Yeah, pull it up. We're not going to glue that one down just
Y'all
yet.
were putting it there, like,
Yeah, I had it sat here, and now we moved it. So these are any 2 points on the line, and you can write them in any order. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. We want to try to get through all three of these terms, okay? So that we can stay on track with everyone else. We were behind, but you guys have done 2 days worth of work already. Okay? We finished this last term. We've done 2 days. All right, we good with this one? All right, the next one is a single lowercase cursive letter. And this is where that cursive is going to come into play. It must look cursive. If it doesn't, you didn't give me the name of a line. All right? Make sure it's cursive. Find me the representation of a line, please. You have 2 little representation thingies left. This one and this one. Find me the line.
Oh, the line is this one, to the left, on the left.
On the left. This one?
Yeah.
Beautiful. There's our line. Go ahead and take a moment and glue that representation down into your notebook. There it is. And now, using the top one as our example, if I ask you to write the name of this top line, what you will write is the word line and then the letter M, lowercase and in cursive. Notice that it has a little tail coming into it, and when you're done, it has a tail coming out of it.
But isn't that like
Is
T?
them pull humps?
M is 2 humps, and then with the tail, it looks like it's 3. Does that make it a little easier
Oh,
to see?
Looks like a T.
Now look at the actual letter on this line. Shh, shh, shh. Look at the actual letter. It doesn't look like it's in cursive, does it? It's because in some books and in some text worksheets and things, the people who are typing it don't have a cursive font. So they're just going to italicize it. They're going to make it kind of lean to one side a little bit. Okay, and that's what you see happening here. Can you see it leaning a little bit to the side? All right. And it's going to be read just like this, line M. So it's not said any weird way. Let's look at this bottom line. If we were to write the name of this bottom line, we can write line
AB.
AB. But remember that A and B are points. And since we're using points to name the line, we have to write the name of the points the way points are required to be written, capital and print. But this isn't the only way to write the name of this line. If you don't like to write out the word line, and sometimes I'll be honest with you, I get lazy, I don't want to write the word line either, you can draw the symbol for a line and then write the points you're using to name it underneath. The important thing for you to know is in order to use this symbol, you must, I repeat, you must, Miss Roxy and Devin, you must put those little arrows on either side of it, okay? If you don't, you're not talking about a line. It's something else, all right? Take this picture. Do not glue it down. Don't glue it down. Tell me a line.
Line LM.
Line LM. Beautiful. Is there another one?
Yeah.
Line G.
GD.
Line H.
GD. That's another one. Line
GF.
ED. H.
Line
JH.
JB.
DE.
FG.
F what?
K.
FK? Yes. Okay, you said FK. Wait, look. Is there a line physically drawn between F and K?
No.
No. But there is a line that exists between F and K. And so you are completely correct in saying that there is a line FK. Even if it's not drawn for you. It is still there. Is it fair for me to say with this line FK, could I name it line KF?
Yeah.
Why?
Doesn't
Same
matter.
line.
The same line.
Look at your notes. Points in any order. So I can go FK or KF, and they're the same line. Good job. Set this off to the side. We're going to use it once more. We've only got, honestly, about 15 minutes left in the whole class period, and I know that we can get through this last example in about 5. Okay? So I'm going to beg for your energy. I know that you're getting really tired, and this has gone on because we did 2 assignments in one. So please, just one last one, and this is it, and we'll have caught up. This one is the plane. That's supposed to be a P. I typed it wrong? What? Okay, that's a P. Plane. I wrote it wrong. I didn't type it wrong. Again, an undefined term. I can't give you a definition, but I can give you a description. And a plane has no thickness, which we're going to call depth. What it does have, however, is a length and a width. Now here's where things are going to get interesting. Okay? A plane is made of points. Okay? So a bunch of little points, and these points are going to extend to infinity
Beyond.
and beyond. Yeah, I can't say that without going there too. But it's going to do this in 2 dimensions.
2-dimensional?
2 dimensions. 2-dimensional. Now it sounds like you're familiar with the word dimension. Can you tell me what you think of when you hear that word?
Another world.
Another world? Drawings? Shapes? Okay, you guys are spot on. Dimensions can mean all of those. We're going to take a really specific, narrow view of what a dimension is, and we're going to look at the geometric dimension. Okay? And what a geometric dimension is if you look at the paper at these blue lines, imagine that your whole universe is in that blue line. you can only go where the line is, right?
Yep.
Which means right now you can only go left and right, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You see where the black line is that you drew?
Yes.
That's the second dimension, the black line. Now, instead of going just left and right, you can also go
Up.
up or down on your paper.
It's like
So far, so good?
yes.
You can add another dimension.
Oh,
If I were to take my pen and stand it up, and I know it's kind of hard to see on this projection, but you see how the pen kind of looks like it's coming out towards you?
yeah.
That's the third dimension. This not only now can you go left or right or up and down, you can also go,
Up. Oh no.
Anyway.
Straight up.
you can go forward and back, in or out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what 3D stands for, 3 dimensions?
That's what 3D stands for, three-dimensional. 3 dimensions. All right, let's talk about how to name our plane. Like the line, you have 2 ways to do it. We are nearing the end of this. You guys are doing amazing. Stay with me for just a few more moments. The first way is to take any 3 points and make sure that they're not on the same line. Can I take 2 seconds to get you ahead for tomorrow? All right. I'm going to underline this right here, not on the same line. I'm going to put a little exclamation point behind it. And I want you guys to follow me over to the left-hand side.
Okay.
And I want you to put an exclamation. It said not on the same line. Exclamation. I want you to write the word
Bless you.
bless you. Not on the same line. And we've underlined it.
Collinear.
And I want you to write the word, wait. Non.
Oh.
Sorry. Non-collinear. So if things are not on the same line, we're going to say that they are?
Non-collinear.
You guys are good at that. All right. So any 3 points, not on the same line. You need this part, right? Okay. Or, that was one way. You could also use you can use a single uppercase cursive letter. Again, back to you have to make a difference between your cursive and your print. Find the last representation. Label that this is going to be the representation. And then glue it into your notes right here.
The big picture?
This one.
Oh, yeah.
This one. Now, I cut off the names off of mine. You can leave yours there. But I cut mine off so that way I'd be forced to write it for you. Okay? We can write, gentlemen, ladies, thank you. We can write the name of the plane, in this case, with that upper cursive letter. You see this letter right here? That's a Q, but in cursive, which kind of looks like a letter, like a number 2. It's kind of like that.
Oh, that was cute.
That's a cursive Q. It kind of looks like a really weird 2. It's not, it's a Q.
Fancy.
It's very fancy. Okay? Or you can use any 3 non-collinear points in any order. A, C, B. In any order. BAC. CAB. CBA. ABC. No one cares what order, okay?
Okay.
Any order. Sounds good? Makes sense?
Makes sense.
All right, let's find some planes on our picture, and then that's it. We're done. So we're going to pull this out again. Name a plane.
FGLM.
Plane X. You see the big cursive letter X?
Yes.
Plane X.
That's it.
What did you say?
FGLM.
Just 3.
HG.
FGL. Do you see plane FGL?
Yes.
Plane FGL is the same plane as plane X. It's just a different name. Can you give me a different plane that's not the same as plane X?
AGL.
What was it? JEF. JEF. That is actually the same plane as X. Do you see it? It's the same plane. JD. JKG.
HGF.
HGF. KD. I need 3 letters.
M.
Okay, wait. I heard JKD. Are those on the same line?
Yes.
Then you can't use them to name a plane.
MGE.
MGE? Yes. That's not on the same line.
That's not on the same line.
DEJ? DEJ, yes, that is a plane.
HEF.
HEF. All right, you guys are really good at finding planes. Good job. Put this picture in your baggie. We will use it again tomorrow, and we'll paste it then. All right, if you don't have a baggie, we'll fix that in just a moment.
Good, right?
What?
Yeah.
All right.